Good morning, everyone. It's Joker, and today we are back with another slime video. A video that I was not expecting to make tonight because I didn't expect any real news to happen until tomorrow night, tomorrow being the 11th of October. So, the reason we're here is one, we do have this little kind of teaser thing that just has the start date of 10/13/2023. That is the official start of the anniversary for JP. It'll be the 12th of October for me. It's still going to be Thursday night when everything should drop. However, we just got a little wrench thrown in that. And I'm not sure how big of a wrench it is, or even if it is a wrench, or just kind of like a kind of blow of wind to get the dust off. That's a weird analogy. I don't really know why I said that. But we got a live stream announcement on Twitter about 2 hours ago. So don't miss it. The second anniversary special live broadcast on the 13th at 1900 hours Japan time, which is 7 p.m. Japan time, which is 3 a.m. for me on Friday, the 13th. Friday. So remember that the anniversary begins on the 13th in Japan, which is the 12th for me. So this being at 7 p.m. the next day after things dropped is kind of odd. We also have Hinata and Ranga's VA. Both two newcomers. They have never been featured on a live stream thus far. But this is the 2-year anniversary live stream, right? So Ranga, I mean, technically, we have a Ranga unit, right? We got the free to play Dark Ranga, just a week and a half ago ish. So there's a reason why he's there. Hinata's VA, very interesting and also very telling, alongside the leaked information from a couple weeks ago that the next Valor Cup is going to be the Hinata Cup. So I'm pretty sure that soft confirms that Hinata is in one way or another going to be part of the 2-year anniversary. So, with that in mind, first off, I must make the announcement that the survey is done. If we've already gotten a confirmation of a unit, even if it's a soft confirmation, it's not technically in game. I mean, I don't know how else you're going to try and interpret this if we've already received a Ranga unit and the next banner will be branded 2-year anniversary, and Hinata's VA is going to be there. We've never ever had a live stream where the voice actor had nothing to do with anything. Like they just brought him on for funsies. No, it's never happened. It's always been a unit that was either going to be announced that day, that hour, or something that happened very, very recently. And we haven't had a Hinata unit since Summer Memories, which wasn't that long ago. But we know that if the Hinata Cup is going to go on next month, Hinata's going to be part of the 2-year anniversary. So we are turning off, I've turned off the responses to the survey. You are no longer able to submit your answers. So we are going to run with the 209 people that have submitted their answers. Again, I'm not going to be able to start sorting through these until much, much later when we got all of the anniversary units out and we can then go down the list and see who got, what right. So that's going to take a bit. But this is pretty much like a 99% confirmation that Hinata will be on the Thursday banner or sometime within the next 3 weeks or so. I'm fairly certain she'll be one of the featured units here on Thursday. I don't know who else. I don't think we're going to get a summonable Ranga alongside a free-to-play Ranga, but, more interesting things have happened in the past. So it's possible. But also, like, if this content drops on Thursday like it always does forever, it's always 7 p.m. my time, unless it's daylight savings, and then it's 6 p.m. But it's always the day before the actual JP date because of the time difference. There's how many hours? Like 12 almost hours difference, 11-hour difference. There's a lot of time. So what happens on Friday, early Friday morning for JP, happens at 7 p.m. for me the day prior, which is why that everything that says the 13th is actually the 12th for me, or everything that would say the 10th is the 9th for me, and that's just how time zones work. So this live stream is happening at 3 a.m. Friday, 7 hours after the banner and content should most likely drop in game, right? Because this is October 13th, 3 a.m. Things would have dropped for me at on October 12th at 7 p.m. So I'm not quite sure why the live stream is now hours later than the actual content itself, rather than being early so they can announce it and then we have it to look forward to. Even like the live streams used to be the day of, right? You get the live stream at 4 a.m. and then at 7 p.m. we would be summoning. Now they've done this thing where it's a day before and we'd have a day to mull over it and for them to load in the assets and everything. And that's what they've been sticking to. But never have they put an announcement live stream after the fact. There was one time, I think, for the movie celebration for the Scarlet Bonds movie where we got a normal live stream and then the units dropped, and then like 3 days later they had like a kind of mini kind of thing, but they brought the developer and they brought the VAs because it was a live audience. Like it was already an event happening and they happened to, be able to share the stage and show off the information that they had already shown us in the normal live stream. So that wasn't new information. It was just restating it in a much more condensed version because they didn't have as much time because it's a live thing. That's the only time that I can think of that they've ever done a live stream after the fact. But then it wasn't really new information either. So I don't know what to expect out of this live stream other than the fact that they're going to talk about the stuff that probably already dropped in game. Now, I could be talking out my ass, and they could just ignore the 12th for me, and nothing happens on the 12th, and everything happens on Friday the 13th, which, weird. Okay, fine, sure. It breaks the normal scheduling of how this game has been running for the past 2 years. But again, we've had some wonky things happen to the game, and scheduling has always kind of been all over the place because it's never the same day every single month over and over and over and over. It's always changed in between a few days. Like it used to be like every month it would be a different day and just be like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, like January, February, March, April. It used to be like that. Not so much anymore. They've generally held to a more standardized schedule recently. So I don't know what to think of this. But we know that Hinata will be there. We know that Ranga will be here. We know that the normal VA, the normal MC will be here as well. So, I don't know. This also looks like a different MC. It doesn't look like the normal person. Maybe it's just a different picture. Because it's definitely not Rimaru's VA. That's not her. So yeah. I guess I'm going to post this video immediately. So maybe tomorrow being the 11th, maybe we get a content preview at 7 p.m. like normal, and that would then confirm that everything drops on Thursday, and then that would just mean that this live stream is just kind of oddly scheduled on Friday. Or tomorrow we get nothing. We get nothing tomorrow, which I'll be waiting at 7 p.m. with bated breath, and then that means that we'll get a preview on Thursday for a full drop on Friday, which would then make a little bit more sense that they would do the live stream at 3 a.m. and then have the units drop later that night. That is also, that's like a 50-50 chance of it happening. So either content preview Wednesday or content preview Thursday will be telling as far as the scheduling for the next couple of days. But let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you want Hinata to do. The last Hinata we got, Summer Hinata, I mean, was okay. She's definitely got a use. I wouldn't call her magical, stunningly good for generalized content, but you can definitely take her and use her in teams, if not only just for her triple orb steal. Like this crit and this charm strike, like she needs someone else to charm, and you have to be on one of these two categories to crit. And if you're bringing her as a support unit, you're only bringing her for her orb steal. So, I mean, sure, why not? But I mean, she's not the greatest thing since sliced bread, and neither is her very first EX counterpart, Wind Hinata. She's an orb changing nuking unit, but haven't really had anything to use her on, and she's been grossly overshadowed by Fount of Wisdom Rimuru, and even by Fount of Wisdom Albus, who now has been kind of overshadowed by Aqua. But so far, Hinata's haven't really been super incredible. Not not really since Water Hinata do I remember there being just a really good Hinata. And, you know, she's quite old now. Quite old. So let me know your thoughts on this, but that's it for me. Take it easy, and maybe I see you guys tomorrow, or maybe I see you guys Friday. Who knows? But that's it for me. Bye.